Yeah, welcome back to Sam and Cathy. Not like welcome back like we were... I guess it's all one... Maybe all Sam and Cathy shows should be looked at as one continuous show. Like, it just breaks in between.
That's what I feel like.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
I had the wrong one.
You did that on purpose.
Yeah, because I was like, enough of her starting out.
The Sam show.
Yeah, because that's what I need. More solo time. Oh, my God. I'm glad we're back. This is, of course, the companion show to Sam Roberts Show. You can hear both of us on that every night, Monday through Friday, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern on XM 103, Sirius 206. Yeah, no. The last thing I need is more mic time at this point. I finally, I spent so long fighting for mic time.
I know.
And to some extent, I still do. Like, I value mic time generally. So I always put pressure on myself to actually have something to say.
I feel like even 6 months ago, maybe more recently, there were, you were in the realm of just wanting to do more radio, more podcasts, more...
Yeah.
So are you finally, at a plateau? Like, you are happy or you're doing too much right now?
No, there's no happy. There's either... I need more, or it's like, it's too much. There's no, I have no idea where the balance is. There's no balance.
Okay.
Balance is nonsense anyway. There's definitely no balance. There's not supposed to be balance. There's not supposed to be balance in anything.
Why can't you do what you want when you want to do it, then?
What do you mean?
Just want to go on air right now. You do. I mean, you don't have to do it live, but
because it's a company, Sirius XM.
Well, other than that.
Because, I do. I go on the air now. There's no times, really, especially in the last few weeks in general, really. It feels like it's been months.
Doing the night shows, doing podcasts, doing special live events.
Yeah. Everything has just been piled up, and it drives me crazy because everybody else, I don't know why I take August, which is the time that everybody else takes a breather. Literally every other show. Yeah. And it's the end of summer. This is the time when everybody is like, okay, let's slow down just a little. Let's recollect before the fall. And for some reason, it's been the busiest maybe I've ever been in my life. It's been insane. And the reason, it's not like I'm happy or this is enough or I don't need. It's like I feel like I'm at in some way, shape, or form.
You've reached your capacity.
I'm on Sirius XM all the time. There's no time I'm not on the air. I'm like, it's enough. It's enough, and also, like I said, you don't want
not enough content to fill.
Well, yeah, at some point,
you're the Sam Roberts 24-hour news cycle.
I could. There's always stuff to talk about, but it's work. Finding more and more and more and more stuff. Again, it's what I want to be doing, but
you can't really complain.
Oh, I can.
Oh, well, no, I know. I'm well aware.
But it is one of those things where it's just been so busy that I never call it. I'm never okay, that's good, but my body will start to shut down. I'll start to develop a sore throat, or I'll start to get sneezy, or I'll get overly tired all the time regardless of how much sleep I get, or I'll start throwing up, or whatever it is. All that stuff just happens.
Stuff.
But I've tricked my body. Because I know that it's just happening because I'm either stressed out or burned out. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not sick. You're not going to fucking trick me. You're not going to make me think that I need to stay home and get better because I know I'm not sick. Screw yourself. Mm-hmm. We're going to pick ourselves up and we're going to get through it. I can't tell you how many times over the last few weeks I've been at these moments where it's okay, I just need to finish this. There's so many if I can just get through this one more thing, then I'm home free.
Yeah.
And then I'll have a day or an hour or whatever it is before the cycle starts up again. But, I feel like in my situation anyway, it's either you're super busy or you're
looking for something to do.
Yeah, and you're paranoid or jealous about people who are doing more than you or feeling like you're just not doing enough in general. Even if you're not paying attention to other people. Just knowing, I can't anymore, just sit for an extended period of time. I can't just, lounge out.
Yeah.
Because I start to get anxious. You know, I'm like, okay, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Like, we got stuff's got to get done. There's still stuff sitting on the table. There's no sort of. I've heard guys in this industry, which makes me know that they're really not succeeding on any level. That like talk about the fact that, you know, they'll have their to-do lists, whether it's in their head or it's a literal list, and they'll finish it every day. And it's like, you know, 5, 6 o'clock at night, and they finish their list for the day, and they're done. And
that'd be nice.
yeah, I don't relate to it. I don't know what I would do if I did relate to it, to tell you the truth. But I don't relate to it. But I don't think it's a problem. I think this idea that we have, that balance is a thing, is not true. I think people...
Well, really busy people, I think, have to make a lot of sacrifices. It's not about balance. It's just choosing what you want to invest your time into.
Yeah, but people say, like, the perfect life has this work-life balance. Or you figure out where the balance is so, you know, you're not doing too much, but you're not doing too little. You're, quote-unquote, happy. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that happens, because if you got real... Like, if you're really hungry for it, well, you're just chasing the dragon all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just keep chasing it and chasing it and chasing it. There is no satisfied. There's no, okay, I've eaten and I'm full. Maybe at a point.
Even Oprah wants more.
Right, exactly. Oprah's got to start her own network. Oprah's got to do something. She's got to keep going. For some people, I think that after years and years and years, they get to a point where maybe they're not hungry anymore. But really what those people want to do probably is retire. They just don't know how to do it. You know, I don't think
that they'll have FOMO?
It's just no, because your body's just conditioned to just keep chasing. Like if your body's just conditioned to keep chasing, like for instance, I really think that over over years of working and having a mentality, like it just shifts who you are and how you do things on every level. I was laying in bed because this week I was doing and it was like, you know, the third week I've done it or something. I have no idea what's what week anymore. But it was like this week, a couple of times this week, I did the morning show and the night show on Sirius XM. And I was sitting there the night before the second morning show. And I'd gotten home early. Like I'd called the night show early. I put on a best of for an hour. And I went home so I could get in bed at like, you know, 1:30, 2 o'clock. And then get up at 6. Which is better than getting in bed at 4 and getting up at 6. So, but I get in bed and like I'm not sleeping. You know, I'm just kind of staring. And I came to this realization that I kind of knew. I just hadn't formatted together. But I've spent so many years, and it's been always, because before I was doing the night show, I was doing morning radio. And I was waking up every day. Literally, I'd wake up at 3:30 in the morning. That was my wake-up time. So,
which is now earlier than you go to sleep.
Exactly. I go to sleep now about an hour after I would have woken up, which is ridiculous. It's just the opposite end of the spectrum. But I think people in the middle of the spectrum, the people who actually just work during work hours, like they have their routines where they go to bed at 11 or 11:30 or midnight or whatever it is, and then they wake up at 6 or 7 or whatever it is. And that's just what they do. That's the routine. They get their 8 or 9 hours or 7 hours, whatever it is. But I was sitting there, and because I did morning radio so long where it was like, you could go to bed at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and wake up at 3:30 in the morning, and you still don't sleep like you slept for 11 and a half hours.
Yeah.
Like it's always
tired.
It's always horrible. Like it's always painful to wake up. It just is. So... And then, you know, you go throughout the day and you're kind of just in this kind of dazed zombie state, and that's just how you are. You don't really not get tired. You just learn to exist with this being your reality, and it sucks. And you just learn to exist. This is just what it is, and you move forward with it. And it's fine. You get used to it sucking. It doesn't stop sucking, but you get used to the fact that it sucks. So... But when you go to bed, you just pass out. Eventually, in the day, your body just gives out, especially because I never napped. I don't like napping because I get real groggy when I wake up. So there was never a time where it was like, okay, it's time to go to bed and you wind down and you get in bed and you go to sleep at a normal hour and blah, blah, blah. It's just, it's time to go to bed when you physically can't do it anymore, when you pass out. And that was the lifestyle of morning radio without it being dramatic. Because at like 10 o'clock at night, you're like, you're passing out on the couch. So that's like, okay, I'm going to bed at 10, I'm waking up at 3, I'm going to bed at 11, waking up at 3, whatever it is. Now, I stay up all night because I get home from the show and you know, eat food or watch something on TV or something, and I'm going to bed at like 4 or 5 in the morning, and I sleep easily because it's the morning, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, your body passes out, but I don't have the ability to sleep unless my body is insisting on it. And it's weird the way it's just, I've conditioned my body that way. And so I think the same thing happens to your mind. Like, when you just chase and chase and chase and chase and chase, I don't know, I think it takes a lot to wind yourself down from that in life. Like, to change your life to the point where that's not your mentality anymore and that's not the way you're looking at things anymore. You know, that's a huge, excuse me, it's a huge 180 from where you were before. That's why sometimes people will work and work and work and then retire and die within 6 months because they're too old to make that kind of change. It's such a dramatic, exhausting thing that I don't know.
I mean, my grandpa, he was like hustle his entire life, and he still worked until pretty much the day he died.
Some people have to.
Semi-retired.
Yeah. Yeah, some people just have to do it, and that's what I mean. Like, your grandpa did not want a work-life balance. Mm-mm. Your grandpa just wanted to work and wanted, he wants to take care of everybody. I'm sure he wanted his family to be happy. Yeah. You know, and you do things because, you know, your wife doesn't want you to work all the time because she would like to see you. That's why she married you. Yeah. And you want to see your wife. So it's like, okay, we'll go and do this. We'll go and do that. But you know, if you were not married, you would just work through it. You would just find stuff to do because that's the way your brain is conditioned. And I think the people who don't have that don't want to work at all. I don't think there are people that want to work a little bit of the time.
If they just had money, they would
not do anything. Yeah. I think that's the difference. Like, if you won, that's how you break it down. If you won the lottery, what would you do? I've never met a person.
I'd still work.
But I've never met a person that says, I would work half the time. They'd either go, like, nobody's like, yeah, I'd work a little bit in vacation. Mm-hmm. They don't say that. They either think to themselves how they would not do anything and just set up this, you know, amazing house and they'd have fun and blah, blah, blah. Or they would use the money to set themselves up so they could do something else in a work field. Like, whether it's creative, whether it's a business, whether it's something. They would use the money to set themselves up in a way where they could achieve exactly what they wanted to achieve. And I think it's one or the other. I don't think that there is a work-life thing. And I think that a lot of times, sometimes you're about to just get destroyed. And that happens, and that's fine. But I think that a lot of times, especially nowadays, people use the balance as an excuse. And they go, well, you know, I'm not going to be my best at work if I don't take some time for me. Or, oh, no, I got to make sure that I see this person, or I take some time for me here, or I do this there. And they're just sitting there at work planning vacations. And they're working for the weekend. Everybody is working for the weekend. Loverboy said it all. But the people that are sitting there like spending their weekends dreading Monday and spending their work weeks waiting till Friday, you know, you're doing something wrong. Because you're talking about now 5/7 of your week, which turns into 5/7 of your life, really. Mm-hmm. You're sitting there wishing you were doing what you're doing the 2/7. You know what I mean? And do you want to spend 5/7 of your time waiting for the little bit?
Yeah.
Don't you think that should be reversed?
I know so many people, though, that, like, even when they're at work, they're just on social media all day.
And they're like, oh, my God.
Like, they're doing things where it's like, oh, you know, I have a web page open so it looks like I'm working, but actually behind it is Netflix.
Right, exactly. Like, they're watching Netflix, and they're like, oh, why can't it just be Friday? You're like, what are you doing, though? What are you doing? And I think people fall into a trap sometimes. Either they don't want to work at all and they're just like, well, I got to do something, so I'll do this and I got to make some money. And that's whatever. That's fine. People have different mentalities and I'm not, mad at that. Or as long as they're honest with it. Or they are stuck doing something that they don't want to do and they'd be happier doing something else, but they get into these traps where they're making money, where they're, they've been in this industry for however many years because they won't make the move, where whatever it is, and lots of people get trapped.
They can't. Like, what if they have to provide for their family?
Well, that's
or
the
they
trap.
Have to, yeah.
That's the trap. They didn't set it up before the family thing.
I saw a quote, stupid Instagram quote, that was like, in regards to the industry.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Which industry?
Just
the auto industry?
No, the
furniture,
entertainment industry.
The retail industry.
I'm not even gonna say it. Stupid.
What was the quote?
No, I'm not gonna say it. It
Why?
was stupid. Fuck you.
What's the quote?
Wasn't good.
I'll bet it was great.
Stupid.
I'll bet it was good. Did it
so
inspire
dumb.
you?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the quote?
I don't want to say
Where's
it.
your self-esteem? Put that chin up, Charlie. What was the quote? I bet I'm going to get blown away. This is the quote that led you to a new tomorrow. I got to hear it. It's the most inspirational quote you've ever heard in your life. I got to know what it was.
I don't remember it.
Yes, you do. What was it?
No.
You can't start.
Because you made fun of me for it.
I didn't even know what the quote was.
I know.
I made fun of you for saying the
It
industry.
was dumb.
So what was the quote?
It was a stupid quote.
What was the stupid quote? Let's make fun of it then. What was the stupid quote?
It was, I hate Sam. He's dumb.
I don't know. That doesn't sound like somebody.
I liked it.
That doesn't sound like somebody who set themselves up for success.
What?
What was the quote?
That was the quote. I just told you.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. What was it?
Well, now there's all this like pressure
That you're putting on. And the longer you take, the more pressure there is.
No.
So what was the quote?
I don't want to tell you just because like then you'll have the satisfaction that I don't.
What do you... See, this is what Cathy does. Cathy has these wars in her own mind. Like, Cathy's biggest thing that's holding her back is she's at war in her own head.
Oh, I overthink everything.
And I don't know what you're doing. You're competing against me when I don't even care. And like being like, no, I gotta win this one. And like either you'll say the quote and you'll feel like, oh, I bet Sam's got this thing of satisfaction, when in reality, I won't care. Or you won't say the quote, and then you'll be like, oh, I guess I won that one. Sam's going to be wondering what the quote was. And you're forgetting, I won't care.
I know.
But now what's the quote?
See?
You have to outdo yourself. You have to beat this thing in your head. Here's what the battle is. The battle's not between you and me, Cathy.
Battle's between me and myself.
That's it.
I know.
That's it. And right now, by not saying the quote...
You're just trying to win at this point.
I'm not trying to win.
Yeah, you are.
I don't need to win.
Yeah, you do.
No,
you
I
need
don't.
to win everything all the time, Sam.
I already won. I'm the man.
Yeah. Are you looking at your name on the wall?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, look. There's an apostrophe after it.
It's a little battles.
It's possessive.
Just need to win this one, Sam.
You've lost that already. You tapped out to your inner demons. You tapped out to those voices in your head. They're like, don't give him the satisfaction, Cathy. Cathy, you can win this one. Be a strong, empowered woman. The quote was cool. Don't let him tell you it was stupid. The quote's important. The quote got us through Thursday. It was a real tough day. You were dealing with a lot, and you read that quote, and it really helped you. Don't let him make fun of it. By the way, you already set me...
I think we're both winners.
You already set yourself up to have it made fun of, because you were like, it was an Instagram quote. Like, you knew already. You're like, oh, no. Am I really going to bring up an Instagram quote?
Yeah.
What did it pertain to?
About working hard.
Working hard or hardly working? I saw that quote and cracked up. What was it? Hard work pays off?
Yep. Bob
I don't
Backlund.
I don't know.
2015.
I just think that, I just think it's about the energy and time that people put into stuff. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Adrian. I'm going to tell him you have an Instagram quote. Cathy was just
Oh
going
my
through,
gosh.
Adrian. Cathy was just going through a list of Instagram quotes that she finds the most inspirational.
Oh man,
You like Instagram quotes?
They're my favorite.
They are?
Whenever I'm looking for
Something to pick you up?
no, like right when I wake up in the morning, I'll get
An
up
alarm gets out a warning, and you don't think you'll ever make it on time? You just grab your books, you give yourself a look, and you're at the corner just in time to see the bus fly by. It's all right, Adrian. Because you're saved by the bell.
It's all right.
And that's not what I was referencing.
What
No.
is going on here?
When I wake up and I'm about to go to the gym, I stop myself and I'll spend 5 minutes on the couch scrolling through Instagram.
And you also have to change your underpants because you had a nocturnal emission.
Correct.
Can't go in these bad boys.
Now, nothing makes me crazy. That makes me crazy.
Kathy won't read the Instagram quote.
Because then Sam's going to make fun of it and then he wins.
I told
What do
her.
you mean? Did she put up a quote?
No, she said, I saw this Instagram quote, and she said it was about the industry. So I started making fun of her for referring to the industry. And
You know what I find that all Instagram quotes are about?
Working hard?
But it's all nonsense.
I will tell you this. And this is what I was saying about, like, I think the word hustler is one of the worst words to ever be put into
Slay, you hustler.
Slay King! Yeah. Maybe Slay is... Actually, I like Slay.
Slay, daddy.
Whoa. What did I walk into?
That's what people say about me on Instagram.
Really?
I go like, hey, I got Ann Coulter on the show tonight. And they go, Slay, Daddy! Slay! Hands up.
King. Yes, King.
Yes, King. Yes.
Slay.
Maybe there are worse words than hustler. I just... Yes, King, yes! You don't speak Instagram, Adrian. I just think
I
that...
know what you're referencing.
I just think that a lot of people have a lot of time to talk about how much stuff they're doing. And, like, you know, I think to myself, like, if you're really doing that much, you would be busy doing it.
Yeah.
You know, you wouldn't have that much time to be sitting there talking about it, I don't think. Adrian, do you like a work-life balance? I mean, Kathy, I would ask you straight, but I know you don't.
Yeah.
Like, it's already
I
been
hate
well
it.
established that you're just a little worker bee. Do you like a work-life balance?
I've moved further and further and further away from that.
Because it's bullshit. There is no work-life balance.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
a
I've kind of
trick.
realized that, the working here has completely changed my perception of everything.
Because
working for
Sirius
you-
XM just is such a workhorse place?
No, I'm talking about working for you.
Oh.
So
They say you're a reflection of the 5 people that you spend the most time with.
Dogs and people or just people?
People.
So the dog doesn't count?
No. You don't spend time with anyone.
Yeah, I mean, I spend time with the dog, though.
Yeah,
I look like the dog.
you do.
So
Dogs
maybe-
look like their owners.
Maybe dogs are among the 5.
Maybe.
Okay.
probably, I would say so.
I think so, too.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've moved further and further away from that. I think it's important to have times where you're not thinking about it, where you at least disconnect for a couple minutes.
Minutes?
I mean, that's why you have your Legos, right? Because that gives you like 20 minutes during the week.
That's true. Man, am I slow to put those Legos together. That's what I started
Yeah, but
doing.
aren't you like...
Here's the thing. I can't do hobbies. I can't do that. I was thinking about it today. I can't do hobbies anymore. Because I just get competitive and, like...
You have to relate it to work.
I do.
Even with the Legos, you talk about it on air. So is it really a hobby?
Well, what am I
Or-
going to do? I talk on the air all the time. I got to talk about it on the air.
Yeah, I don't know if that's necessarily like turning the Legos into work.
No.
I think it's just your job is to talk, so inevitably it's going to come up.
Yeah. Like, I built the Quickie Mart. Mm-hmm. It's taken me forever to build the Ghostbuster house because I will. I'll do, like, one section or whatever, and I'll do it for however long. And I guess you're right. Time does pass, and I don't feel like I should be editing something, or I don't feel like I should be taking notes on something, or I don't feel like whatever. That is a time when I'm able to do that. But, I mean, when I tell you I get, like, one Lego session a month, maybe. Like, it's gotten to that point where it's like crazy that it's just not nearly enough. But like
Because you have more important things to do, like rearrange your action figure shelf to separate
By
around
brand
SmackDown.
roster?
Yeah.
yeah, and the reason I did that is because I shoot videos for YouTube with the shelf in the background, and I'd look like a total dick if the figures were all mixed together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like already.
Dummy.
Like the belts are not on the right people at the moment, some of them,
Ugh.
and so that's you know.
Woof.
But again, that's because it's being filmed, and I know that that's a thing. But like, for instance, I got so frustrated today because of this shoe thing. You guys know I have a shoe collection, and I collect Jordan 1s. I got furious, dude.
I know.
Like, because
Well, you have to stay fresh.
it's more than staying fresh, Cathy Kelley. It's staying the freshest.
Oh.
Yes.
Slay,
Yes.
daddy.
Yeah, exactly. I need to be on Instagram slaying. I need to have a photo on Instagram showing off how I'm slaying the foot game, But, like, they re-release the Jordan 1 band shoes. Those are the black and red ones.
Yeah.
The ones that he wore in 1985 that are, like, historic. And this re-release is, like, it's a remaster. It's the highest quality. It's like it's probably the biggest Jordan release in a couple years. It's like, it's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there, like, trying to figure out how I'm going to get it done. And I was already annoyed because they come out on the Saturday. On the Thursday before, I'm figuring out what's going to happen. And Jess is helping me. We call Foot Locker and Foot Action, like the chain stores.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, they have this system in place. You've all seen, like, people lining up for shoes.
It's stupid.
Well, I mean, would you ever line up for anything?
Almost nothing.
Almost.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head that I would line up for.
But if you had something, I mean, I would say.
Like, in the past, like when I've gone out with friends and they're like, oh, we're going to go to this place. And there's a line there. I'm like, okay.
Like, if you could get face value Super Bowl tickets.
I mean, how much?
Retail. Whatever.
Yeah,
retail
no, I
is.
would never spend the money that Super Bowl tickets cost. It's stupid. Unless I had money to throw
Well,
away.
Sam has money.
I got, like, so much money.
You're rolling in it?
So
I mean, yeah.
much.
Yeah. Like, people are like, what would you do if you win the lottery? I'm like, I'd live the life I'm living right now.
Like, his bank teller is always like, slay.
Every time I cash a check. Because that's what I do.
Yes,
I get
King.
a physical paycheck, and I walk it over to my bank teller. And my bank teller goes, yes, King, yes! But, like, you've seen people wait online for these releases and stuff. And that's what, I mean, like, people have hobbies. Like, people wait online for concert tickets. People wait online for iPhones. It's what people do. If they like something.
But there's the internet.
Yeah, I know. But when stuff, like, gets eaten up on the internet by bots, in 30 seconds.
I mean, it'll show up there eventually.
Yeah, for 3 times the price.
Like,
All right, that's
the only
fair, I
way you
guess.
could do something is
Yeah,
to...
I mean, I don't know.
Like, how many times? Like,
It's also because I'm insanely impatient. Like, I stand online, it would make me insane.
right, but then you also don't, if it was something you actually had a passion for, it was a hobby or it was something you really were into, then it wouldn't be that big of a deal. It'd be fine. But
I guess.
the new system, because there's such high demand.
You wait online to get in bars, right?
No, I just said that. When I go out and I see a line, I turn around. I'd rather go home.
Yeah, I mean that's dumb too. But
Stupid.
I've never enjoyed a bar experience. So I'm like, what are we waiting for? Let's go home.
Person or drink that I would ever wait online for.
What if there was a girl with you and you really, really liked her?
What do you mean? There's a girl with me who wanted to go to that place?
Yeah.
It's a different story. Because then I'm not just
So
standing
there's
online.
no person that you would wait.
No, he said wait online for, not wait online with. Adrian will wait online for a good boning.
What if the girl
that's
is? What if the girl's inside?
How long is the line?
It's 20 people.
6 hours.
20 people?
But they won't say they're doing one in, one out. So it could be 5 minutes, could be 2 hours.
No. After 20 minutes, I'm going home.
I would say that would be. I can't imagine.
First of all, after the
Roxy's inside and she says that she's having relationship troubles.
Well, I would have said you shouldn't have fucking dated him in the first place, stupid.
Right. Because guess what? If Roxy's inside, if any girl's inside that, like, even kind of likes Adrian, the better move is to not go.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they're going to be like, oh, what was he doing? And they'll probably go to his, I'm going to go home. If you want to come over, though, you can come over. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. 20 minutes later, they're there.
Like, it makes some of my friends crazy because I don't wait online. I won't do it.
Right.
It's retarded.
Right. Well, I mean, it's not if you there's something that you want and it's there at the end of the line, then people wait on it.
There's honestly nothing that I can think of right now.
Because you don't have any interest in anything.
I mean, I have interest
level.
in lots of stuff. I
Like
love
what?
football, but I would not wait online for more than 1 hour for Super Bowl tickets.
Yeah, I mean, I think that you'd probably find that a lot of people would.
Okay, that's fine.
I think there are people who would say, yes, the experience of going to the Super Bowl is worth waiting in a long line.
I guess.
Right?
Yeah,
You
I
think
mean,
that-
I would just wait until I'd be like, okay, I'll just wait till I'm an adult and I have money to throw away on it and buy the tickets online.
Yeah,
problem.
yeah. No, I think people would probably. That's also like because but you if you're like 30 or 35 or whatever, then the idea of like I'll wait till I'm an adult so I have money to just throw around. That's when you realize like that might not happen. Like that's not something I may not get to the point where I can just spend $5,000 on Super Bowl.
I mean, I'll
tickets.
cross that bridge when I get there. But as of right
right.
now, I'm not waiting on a fucking line.
You got other stuff.
You
to
gotta
do.
like when I go to dinner with my family. As soon as my plate is clear, like it makes my mom crazy every time. I'm just like, okay, you guys ready? Like,
Yeah.
can we get the check and let's
Kind
go?
of a dick.
No, it's just I hate sitting around.
Right.
It makes
Because
me
your
nuts.
time's more valuable.
By
It has
the way-
nothing to do with my time being more valuable.
He hates sitting around, but you love a lay day
It's different.
because you're sitting around in your house.
I'm enjoying something.
Right.
Yeah.
What are you enjoying? Laying.
Me.
Yeah. You're
Not
enjoying
waiting for
laying.
something.
No, I get it. You're on your own terms. I don't like being on other people's terms either. I don't like waiting around in a restaurant. I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't like being in a club. I don't like waiting for
It
stuff.
has nothing.
I get it.
It
I
has
get
nothing
it.
to do with my time being more valuable. I would just like, okay, let's go hang out with each other.
But by the
elsewhere.
way,
we've been here long enough.
That's the easiest problem in the world to solve. You just don't do that.
No, I think it's. I can do that. I can go to dinner with my family. I enjoy that.
No. But I mean, like, it's not something that is like you're sitting there going like, oh man, this sucks. I don't like waiting around. You're just like, no, it's great. I don't like waiting around because I just don't wait around. Like you go at the meal and then you leave after the meal. Like you don't want to wait online for a bar, so you don't go to the bar.
Yeah,
Like it's fine.
I go somewhere else.
Right,
I
it's
know
perfect.
plenty of places where there's no line.
Perfect.
And
It's
they're
not
more
a-
fun.
Right. It's not a problem.
Because guess what? The bars you wait online for, when you get inside, you can't move.
No.
And you can't hear yourself. It's
too
not like
loud.
I'm going to talk to
No,
any girls.
no, exactly.
There's no point. It's just like, oh, we're going to this place. It's the status of it.
Exactly.
Which
Exactly.
I've never given a fuck about.
Right. But sometimes you don't have those options.
I guess you're right.
So
Back to your sneakers.
the new system though is that you have to enter raffles for the privilege of getting to purchase the shoe.
I would enter a raffle.
Sounds like fun, unless you lose.
Here's the
That would
problem, though.
suck.
Yeah, and you almost always lose because everybody would enter a raffle. Like
Simple.
Exactly. Everybody. If you don't even want the shoes that much, you're like, well, I'm not going to wait online for these things, but I'd pop in and get a raffle ticket.
Yeah.
And then all the people that would have waited online are like, damn it, because now instead of having like whatever that 20 people that would have waited online, you got 200 people that are just like, yeah, I'll pick up it's a free raffle ticket. I could always say no if I win. So yeah, I'll enter the raffle. And you don't win. So I was going around to stores and I was entering these raffles. And I went to the local store and Jess was entering the raffles too and putting down my shoe size and doing all this stuff. And I went to the local store. And I go in all the time and they know what I do and everything. And the guy told me, we'll put it on vibrate. And the guy,
Sorry.
the guy told me, hey,
Couldn't
Sam.
even wait for that text.
Blah blah blah. Yeah. Sam, blah blah blah. Like, we'll take care of you. Don't worry about it. You're good. But you should enter the raffle just in case. But we're gonna check the sizes and everything, and we'll take care of you. Perfect. I'm sitting there. The raffles. The business closes at 7. They're gonna call people after business hours. So instead of just being like, it's not that big of a deal in the scheme of my life. Based on everything that I have going on, it is not a big deal whether I get these shoes or
Yeah.
not. Nobody cares. It's not a big deal. And I don't need to be wasting my time worrying about it. Instead, I went right back to high school as if I was, this girl said she was going to call. I don't know if she's going to call for sure. I don't know if I should call her first. I don't know. And I'm just sitting there.
Over shoes?
Over shoe. Who cares?
That's what I'm saying.
Who cares? But I don't have control over that.
You don't?
It would take a lot of work. I have control over it if I want to put that work in. But here's what it is. I don't have the ability. That's why I don't drink at all. I don't have the ability to just enjoy it a little bit. Like, I can't be like, oh, I just get them if I see them, and if I don't see them, it's no big deal. Like, I have to
Have the best ones.
do the whole thing. Like,
I
I'm
get
the guy
that.
with the collection.
I get that a
Right.
little bit because I love doing outdoor stuff and hiking and all that.
It's like, you know what it's like? Athletics.
yeah.
Like, you don't have the ability to just be like, oh, I'm going to be a wrestler.
and be okay at it.
Yeah.
Right, and be fine at it.
Yeah, then you're a fucking loser.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All you want to do is be the best. See, this is the problem.
But that's actual combat.
This is the problem with me, though. I have an athlete's mentality. I have
With an athlete's body.
I have athlete's foot. That's about as close as it gets.
Oh.
But I have no desire to do anything in the sporting world.
Other
And-
than watch wrestling.
That's not even in the sporting world. That's sports entertainment world. And I don't have an athletic bone in my body. So what are you doing?
I'm thinking,
He's Snapchatting.
So the last thing, an athlete's mentality only helps you in athletics. That's why the people who leave sports are so out to lunch, because it doesn't apply to real life. So like everything that is supposed to be a side thing that you enjoy is torture. Torture. Because I got this mentality where all this is happening.
Yeah, I get that.
Nothing's ever enough. Nothing.
but there's no happy medium for you in anything.
No.
I understand that because, like I was just saying, the hiking, now I want to do, like, the most difficult ones.
Exactly.
But I'm also, it's like, okay, if I don't get to do the most difficult one this week, I'll be all right.
Not me.
Where do you go hiking?
Me?
Yeah.
And there's a ton of places outside New York City.
Where?
You can go in Jersey to Sussex County. You
Oh.
can go 10
Westchester?
minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes up the
But
Upstate?
those are pretty flat.
You can go to the Mohonk. No, they're mountains.
Yeah, you could go
There's mountains in Jersey where you go hiking.
I don't know.
And if
I've
you go
passed by hiking in like
if you go slightly northern Westchester, there's lots of mountains.
Yeah, I go to the New Jersey School
I
of
miss the
Conservation
LA hiking.
in the desert. Is it
Up
desert?
the hills.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's plenty of hills.
Yeah, there's lots.
Sunrise Mountain. There's the Mohonk. There's plenty of shit all over the place. The
Yeah.
Palisades. There's giant mountains across the river.
Yeah,
if you look.
yeah, like right there with Nyack. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then all the way up that highway is just hiking trails and nonsense.
Ramapo Valley. There's a
I'll
lot of
check
stuff.
it out.
The Hudson Valley.
Yeah, I'll
We'll
check
go
it out when I.
sometime.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
not gonna check
sometime.
it out.
Just a nice hobby. Just a nice hobby that we can all enjoy.
I love
Yeah.
hiking.
No,
Is
you
it-
don't. You don't love
do
hiking.
you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You like hiking.
it
if
kills
you,
two birds.
If you loved hiking, then it would be torture. You like hiking. And it's such a beautiful thing to just
I
be
love
able to
hiking
like
because
hiking.
it's a time when I get to decompress, but I'm also feeling like I'm working out, which gets me towards
You don't
an
love
end
hiking.
goal.
You don't love. You know why I know you don't love hiking?
Why?
Is it because it hasn't been like
Hiking to me is your
killing you.
Legos.
Yeah, I don't love Legos.
Okay.
Like them. It's fun. If I loved Legos, I'd have no money or room left in the house because it'd be Lego sets everywhere. And Jess would be like,
That would make me so happy.
Jess would be like,
Make
why are
me
you
so
building
fucking-
Legos so much?
Dude, do you have any idea? Honestly, it wouldn't even bother me that I would lose my income.
If I just had Legos everywhere?
No. If you were just like, I'm done with this radio thing. I'm Legos all the way.
Yeah. You know, people make money doing Legos.
I need more Legos.
Yeah.
I would take so much joy out of just seeing you snap like
Just
that.
watching it. Just be like, we're doing Legos. We're
Yeah.
doing Legos. Jess left me. I don't know what it is, but
Forget
that's good.
the show. If you want, you be my Lego assistant.
Yeah.
For my
You-
birthday,
I'm
we're
gonna
going
build
to
this-
Legoland.
Yeah. I'm going to build the sets. You put the model glue on them.
Mm-hmm.
People don't put model glue on them, Adrian. They're crazy. Yeah. No, that's the difference. That's why. Loving something, it's terrible, Kathy.
You don't
Never
think,
do
You
it.
don't think she can love hiking?
She can, but it wouldn't be a pleasant experience.
It's one of my top favorite things to do.
That I believe. You can like it a lot. Like it a lot. That's the best thing you could possibly do.
You hate the outdoors, huh?
Stinks. Yeah, it's the worst. Is there AC in the outdoors?
No.
Yeah, it's the worst. The worst. I don't like anything about the outdoors.
Nothing.
No.
You don't like being out there at all?
Nope. I don't like animals. I don't like allergies.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't like dirt. I don't like getting my sneakers dirty.
Oh, my God.
You know?
I can
don't
only
like
imagine hiking with you. Ugh, my shoes.
Yeah, that's what I'd be saying. No, if I decided
wanna
to
go.
hike, yeah, I'm not gonna go. If I had to go hiking, I would just go hiking. I'd done it before, and it's fine. But I'm like, oh, look at us, we're walking to a place. Like, oh, great. Like, you know what I mean? I don't care about that. I don't care about that at all. I don't complain about anything. If I'm doing it, I'm doing it. You know what I mean?
You might not be happy that you're doing it.
No, but if I make the conscious choice to do it, then I'm gonna do it. If you ask me later, see, that was fun, right? I'd be like, no.
It wasn't.
Be like, do you want to do it tomorrow? No. I did it today, and I was perfectly pleasant. We all had a good time. Oh, should we do it? I bet you want to do it again tomorrow, right? No, I don't want to do it again tomorrow. I didn't want to do it today. You know, so yeah, when I make the conscious choice to do something, I do it, and I have a pleasant disposition. But you know, Doesn't mean it's my new thing. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't need that. I got to stay home. I got to watch my shows. I got to do all that stuff, you know? Anytime I'm out hiking, it's like hours away from my programs, you know? There's other stuff I could be doing. I could put my program on while I'm doing Legos, you know?
Soaps?
Those are my stories. That's different. That's different. All right. Let's put the fork in this thing. I'm going to burn down a shoe store this weekend. I promise you that.
Oh, whoa.
I promise you. If you find out there's some sneaker stores in Westchester's that got those, huh?
In Westchester?
All of the Chesters.
Did I say Westchester's?
Yeah.
Good. If you find out there's some sneaker stores in that county, and they got a
Fire sale.
Mazel Tov cocktail in there.
Molotov?
No, Mazel Tov.
Congratulations, mother.
Yeah, I put a Star of David on the bottle. Mazel Tov, bitches,
No,
and I
it's a
throw it
hate
in. Yep, blow the whole place up. If you find out about that, I did it. I promise you that. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Adrian.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
this lovely conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, and happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
I'm glad you're here.
Oh, this is on your birthday.
I don't know what it's on.
Maybe the day before your birthday.
It doesn't matter.
When's your birthday?
The Tuesday.
It's September 6th.
It's Tuesday?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I thought it was Monday.
It's September 6th. I don't need... You know what would be the best treat for my birthday?
What's that?
If everybody left me alone. That would be the best treat.
You should do a bonus podcast this week with Kathy as a follow-up to your birthday. And explain everything that you were talking to me about before in the office.
Just being left alone.
I think the fans would really enjoy hearing that.
All right. Well, maybe I'll do that next week, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always next week.
I got to do a birthday this weekend with my friends.
I'll
Just
be
wanted
there.
to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my friends and Kathy. I got to do... I got to do... I got to do my real birthday during the week. Then I got to do another birthday next weekend with my family.
How
Oh, and
horrible.
your cute little niece.
And she'll be there.
Yep.
She'll be there. I don't want to do it all.
She'll just take all the attention, though.
Thank God. She can have it.
Did you and your family do a lot of things growing up?
A lot.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
They still do a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like dinners every weekend.
But I've just got, and we'll talk about it next week. That's a good call. Because I just don't, I stopped. I used to love birthdays and Christmas. I honestly don't need all the attention anymore. like,
I know this isn't how you are, but like when I was talking to you about this in the office before, you came across as so just heartless and totally defeated by life. Just no, everything's no.
I just don't need the attention. For me, I will be happy to celebrate. I'm not saying nobody should celebrate their birthdays, by the way. I will celebrate anybody's birthday and like
man.
throw a surprise party for everyone. That's fine.
Tuesday night show is gonna be fun.
Not for me. We'll see you next week. Subscribe on iTunes and leave a review and all that, okay? All right, goodbye.
For Sam's birthday.
Happy
No,
birthday!
It's not the
birthday
reason.
comments. Tweet him happy birthday.
It's your birthday.
Happy birthday, Dad.
That's weird.
Slay.
Slay, birthday king, slay!